Welcome back, everyone. Las Vegas heat, 156 on the inside, 118 on the outside. What accessory do we need right now? Hello, TT?
I am here.
Close Sunshade.
Close.
Make sure you check out hansshow for this beauty. Discount code will be down below. Now, allow me to walk you through the install process and show you all of its features. This is the box it comes in, and this is my cat. Let's get going.
Meow.
Step 1, we begin at the trunk. The sunshade comes very nicely packed, and full transparency, for the install, you will need a second person for just a couple of minutes. But for now, let's check out what's in the tool package. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. We have some instructions, which you won't need because I got you covered. We have some foam padding, then some gloves, a screwdriver, a wiring harness, an always very needed and appreciated pry tool, some trusty electrical tape, 2 metal brackets, two screws, and that's it. Let's get after it. Let's take off these pieces since we'll be working on the electrical inside here. The next step is moving the 2 seats down. For that, we can just press the buttons right here. After that, we grab the pry tool and we start loosening up the trim panels. We can now start unclipping this panel so we can start fishing the electrical cable through. That's loosened up. Now let's do the same on the other side. Here we are, opposite side, same process. We use the pry tool to start pushing things down so we can locate the clips that are holding everything together. Now that we have both sides unclipped, we can start running the cable through. Now, as we pull this down, you'll see that there's a few white clips that keep everything locked in. Here's one, and here's another. So let's leave this side clear and we'll run the cable on the inside of the clips. Okay, here's a look at the wire. Doesn't seem too long. It'll connect to the sunshade motors and run along the side here, completely tucked in. We have an end with a single clip, an end with a dual clip. Solo goes in the front to the sunshade, dual goes to the back, and done. Super easy. Here we go. Let's start fishing the cable through. That side is good. Let's go to the other. We have the cable, slide it through, and done. Quick look at what we've done so far. We have the cable running on the inside next to the clips, and now we're ready for the next step. On to the sunshade. Looking sharp. Thicker end goes into the back, button part to the front. Now let's install this. Now that we're gonna bring the sunshade in, we are gonna slide it in at an angle, then place it down, and we'll be able to connect the solo end of the cable. We're also going to be propping it up on the seats for some huge help. So here we go. The cable is connected. We have the sunshade propped up on a box. And what we have to do is stick these 2 L-shaped hinges and slide it into the roof. As we go up, we have the 2 hinges installed, making the back part mounted. 2 hinges slide in, both hinges slide into the original trim panel. Now we have to do the front. And this is where it becomes a 2-person job. Okay, our next step is onto these 2 pieces. This little hole connects via this end here. Now what we have to do is slide it in and then screw it together. Now onto the other side, we slide it in and perfect. Please excuse this part of the video. Super important that you have someone in the back holding up the sunshade in place so it doesn't slide out. We can now lift the front part and finish screwing it in. I struggled with it big time trying to do this solo. Now we officially have it installed. You do lose a little bit of real estate, but it's not that bad at all. And it looks darker on camera, but there is a slight color difference between the headliner and the sunshade, but it's not annoyingly distracting. One thing I will complain about is this rubber piece here. It comes loose way too easy, but I'll also show you how easy it is to fix it. Okay, now, while this rubber piece can be annoying because it's flimsy and it pops out super fast, it's actually really easy to fix. We grab the trusty pry tool, slide it in, push it across. Done. Just like new. Now, sunshade is in. We now have to run the cable inside the trim and connect it. So now we can move the seats back into place. That's a cool new feature I didn't have before. Final steps. But before we run the cable through, we have to open up this part right here. So it's back to our trusty pry tool. Once we open this up a little bit, you'll be able to see the clips along the side. See? The clips are right here. Unplugging this clip is super easy. There's a tab right up here. You simply press it in and it slides right out. Now to plug in the splitter and we will be almost fully done. Now that that's plugged in, we should have power now. So let's reattach everything along the side here and we will be all done. Okay, on to making everything pretty and flush again. We peel the rubber piece back a little bit, use the pry tool to insert the cable. You could totally do this by hand as well. Now, once the cable is tucked in, we reconnect all the panel clips and we are officially done. Everything is installed, everything reattached, everything is back to looking like brand new, no cables or anything visible. Now it's officially time to enjoy the sunshade. So here we have the sunshade ready to go. It can be voice activated. It also has this button to open or close. Works beautifully. Matches the headliner very well. Not 100%, but very, very close. It goes all the way around the roof. And for the voice activation, hello TT.
I am here.
Open sunshade.
Open.
Hello TT.
I am here.
Close sunshade.
Close.
The motion is very smooth and very quiet. It's perfect. Now, for the purpose of science, since I don't have one of those heat checking, measuring gun thingy-mabobbies, the gloves are coming off. Yep, that's hot. And that's a whole lot of nothing. Blocks the heat. Ding! Hello TT.
I am here.
Close sunshade.
Close.
At a time like this, when there's crazy heat bearing down on you, this thing is awesome. Well, that's it for this one. If you have any questions, just let me know. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Take care.